Hey guys, Mistmaster1 here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix HD Proud Level 1. In the last episode, we ventured on forward farther into Halloweentown. We got the last element for the heart, but these kids stole it, and they sent it down this little chute right here down to Oogie Boogie. We've activated this Goofy, get out of my way. We activated this lever right here to open the door that Oogie resides in, and as you can see, we have ourselves, our normal party here once again. And I believe I mentioned in the last episode that was going to be my party with Jack and Goofy for the rest of it because of their cheer abilities, but actually, after doing some quick testing, I will not be using EXP0's, EXP0's damage exploit with summons in this next segment here. Now, we're just going to quickly make our way back down to the green door we saw in the last episode, but a quick note to make. Just keep in mind right here, this particular chest, this door was sealed off earlier on, and now it's open now that we've defeated Lock, Shock, and Barrel. In here contains a set of Dalmatians, just another set, whatever we need. And we could open this right now, but that would require to defeat all the enemies that are out here, and just keep in mind that we can access this in another way later on. I'm just going to leave it for now, but keep in mind that even though we're not getting it there, that we will actually be getting it at the end of the episode, so just keep that in mind. Also, if you're not playing on Final Mix and this Red Trinity's still here, you should activate this before you do this next part, because you could miss out on it forever, just as a quick warning. But now, without further ado, let's just get into the torture chamber. Oh god, that sounds suggestive. This is where Oogie's hiding out, where he has the heart. We gotta take it away from him. Oogie Boogie, give me back the heart. Look at him just standing over there all nice and pretty.
Want it? Well then, come on over and get it! Ah!
Man! I gotta be that way.
Now, let's see if I can get their attention. Oh, hi,
Well, that's underwhelming.
This is it? Nobody disrespects me! Nobody!
Ah! Okay, and now we have ourselves our next boss fight, and it's a gimmicky one at that. This is Oogie Boogie. He will launch you down into this arena right here, and before we even get into what he's doing up there, we have to get rid of these little Gargoyle Heartless as such. So just do a little combo there, let's get in some magic, like so. Only takes a few more hits, there we go, and a fire should take care of you. Oh, a little more. Thank you, Donald. Okay, and now here's what we have to do. We have to, when these panels light up, we have to step on them, step on the right panel in accordance to where Oogie is. So right here, step on that panel, and let's get to town. Right, the platform rises up, and we can get some attacks in on this guy. Now, I will use EXP0 to get some magic, like damage storage action going on with our magic right there. After 10 hits, he will knock you down regardless of what you do. He'll throw some explosive dice and then regular dice. You can actually, oh jeez. You can actually hit that dice back at him, but I do not recommend you, oh, buzzsaw. I do not recommend that you do so if you take a hit and if you're one hit away from death, because the dice can pack some damage. If you do reflect the dice back at him, it skips to the next phase where you can just step on the little panel like so, like right now. Or if you don't hit them all back, it will create little events like that in this place, like with the buzzsaw. He'll have like blades rain down from the sky. You'll also want to try your best not to get your party members in these little things right here, because you're going to be the one outputting the most damage anyway. So, you know, just through sorts of events like that, your party members' hits do, in fact, count towards the total of hits the guy can take before he knocks you down. See if I can get this dice reflect right here. Okay, this is a little sketchy here. Okay, good, got the dice reflect. Now we skipped a phase, and he just goes right back to this. So that's the way you can sort of speed the fight up. It's a little tricky to do, but yeah, that's pretty much the ins and outs of it. You could also do is do 3 air combos like so, and then a fire at the end for your last hit, so you can get in some more damage. But also keep your damage storage intact, and you can actually use some fires from below like so. And another dice reflect, can we get that? Ooh, 3 for 1 strike. That's really nice. And yeah, that's pretty much the gimmicks of the fight. He will throw dice, they will do various actions, you can repel the dice back at him, and therefore skipping phases of the fight to make your time easier. Every 10 hits he knocks you down. He could have the buzzsaws come up. If you step on a wrong panel, he'll send you over to this little thing right here where these like toy soldiers will shoot at you. And once you've dealt enough damage, this little attack right here where he brings these blades down is also a potential result if you don't reflect the dice. He'll hit that little switch, bring these down, and that's pretty much the extent of his little sets of attacks. He also has a thing where he has a little healing machine. I guess I'll demonstrate it really quick. If you press the wrong switch, like so, it will, you go up here, you can't get to him, he will reset the little thing, and it will actually set you over to these little soldiers right here, these toy soldiers. Get out of the way, and you can avoid their shots, but you don't want to go through with that, if you can help it. Ah, jeez. If I get hit, and all 3 dice are still there, I don't advise going for, what's it called? Going for another hit. And he got his healing machine, so that's going to be kind of annoying. I wasn't going to do so in the first place, but because this could be a bit of an annoyance, I'm actually going to throw the Mega Potion like so, and during the next little option I get, like right here, to deal some damage, we're going to lock him off. This is a way you can kind of cheese the fight if you really, if he does get a healing machine like so. Do a regular combo so you get, you know, your, what's it called? Please load, thank you, I thought my game crashed, that was scary. Get a regular 3-hit combo in like that, and you can summon Genie like so. Now, if it hasn't become abundantly clear by now, doing the little finisher move there and then summoning anything that does damage will aid you significantly, and this is no exception. Also, if you take too long between your hits, Oogie will eventually just knock you off anyway. So let's let this lower again, and let's do this. This might kill him, hopefully. Let's get some damage in there. And there we go. That is pretty much everything about the Oogie Boogie fight. Aw, man, that's just disgusting. He was just a sack of bugs. And now he's just an empty sack. So that heart was a failure after all. Aw, man. Obtain the accessory Holy Circlet, and you can see the heart on his body right there. That's quite hilarious. Got the Ensign's Report 7. Heart went through him like Chinese food. So, that's kind of a shame, actually. We went through all that process to make the heart, and even when Oogie used it for his purposes, it didn't really do anything, and it didn't really serve a purpose in general, so I guess we'll just have to think of something else. What the? What is going on? Okay then. Whoa, how did he get so big? Oh my. Look, it's brimming with the power of darkness. Yeah, you see, he has darkness acne all over the place. Oogie Boogie is drawing power from those dark globs. That's so interesting. I like that word, glob. So we just have to destroy those things, right? And here we have our last boss fight of Halloweentown. This is Oogie Manor. And there are 6 little globs that we have to defeat in order to stop this manor from having its energy built to it. So, be careful of the fire that falls here. That is going to reach me, and that's really annoying. We're going to make a fall like so, and we're going to start climbing up this thing and getting rid of the dark globs that are around here. Now, quick thing to note about this fight. Once you destroy, I believe I think once you've destroyed 3 of the orbs, the dark globs that are here, the fight gets a lot more difficult. He starts summoning Heartless to, you know, get his, cover his back. And what we're going to do is keep in mind the attacks that your partners are doing as well as the attacks you're doing, and if you reflect any fire back into this thing. So Donald did a little bit of damage there. That's been 5 combos. Every 15 combos or so, that's counting critical hits and stuff, you will actually, destroy one of the globs. Like right now I have done about, oh wow, that was actually a lot of damage. I guess it has to do with the amount of fires that Donald put into it, but that's 1 out of the 6 defeated, and once you get rid of half of them, the house becomes a lot more aggressive. So what you really need to account on is to try to keep most of these alive until you get to very particular ones that will cause you a lot of trouble. So that being said, we don't want to do any more than a safe amount of combos would be 12. That's 2, 3, and of course we don't have scan for this fight, so we can't really see the amount of health that they have. So you just have to go off by counting. That's 5 combos. We want to do about another. That's 6, 7, 8. They will eventually shoot out fire, so be careful about that. 9, 10, and if you reflect the fire back at them, that actually does like a combo and a half's worth of damage. That is 11. 12, and I just reflected a fire back at it right there, so that thing is about to die. Leave it as is, and what your goal for this fight at level 1 to help yourself survive is to get rid of all the really annoying globs that will cause you the most panic and trouble if they're left as the last 3. This one, I would advise you let live as well, but also keep track of the amount of hits you've dealt to it. So right here, this will be 3 combos, 4 combos, and that's pretty much it. Just keep track of the amount of hits you've done. We reflected a fire, plus 5, so that's about 6. Account for 1 extra combo every time you reflect fire, so 7. That's 8, because the fire does a lot of damage. 9. So far, so good. 10. Let that shoot. Okay. You can see when it's about to shoot, when it has like that little, it has like a little nipple glowing at the top, like right there. You see a little nipple. Okay. And we've done 11 combos, so let's do 1 more, like that. And let's leave that be for the time being. Things that happen. The Heartless will spawn. Whoa, okay, that's getting a little rough, dude. Fiery Inferno, it's Stonepace Inferno. Okay. Yeah, pretty much just repeat that phase, like that little strategy for the entire fight. So we've done, oh my goodness. Okay, we've done 2 combos, that's 3. I think I reflected a fire. If you're not sure, just assume you did. So that's 4, 5. Oh my god, that lantern is kicking my ass, dude. Okay, 6. See, this one can be really annoying. I actually advise, in this particular case, just get rid of this orb right here. It will serve a lot of trouble to you, so I do recommend this orb in particular you get rid of. It's not very fun. Also, if you really wanted to, oh my god. See how I hid behind like the little orb while it was those fires were shooting at me? If you really wanted to, you could actually target the lamp right here and use Blizzard on it. Nice, that is totally what I meant to do. And you can actually kill off the lamp, but it's the little lantern rather, but it's not worth it. Oh my god. And the fire shoots from pretty much everything in this place, so you gotta be really friggin', oh my god. That's so annoying. Now this one, leave alive, because this one isn't really that much of a nuisance when you have to do the trip back. So I believe that's 5. If you do kill it, don't worry. The last 2 on this place aren't that much of a hassle. Okay, that's 8. Almost 9. Oh my god. I swear one of these fires is just gonna come out of nowhere and kill me when I'm not expecting it. And yes, the little floorboards right there are kind of destroying themselves in order to try to make you fall through. Not very nice. That will be about 11. This will be 12 combos. It would be 12 if I connected the little finisher. Okay, that's good. That little orb is almost dead. Now we're gonna make our way to the final orb up here. And yes, this is a very tedious fight. Okay. You just have to climb all the way around the manor, and if you've done well so far and you've only killed 2 of the orbs, you won't encounter any Heartless until your way back, so that's pretty nice. Same thing here. But now that we've gotten to the last orb, you're free to kill this, as you've weakened all the other orbs up to this point as well, so just go crazy until this thing dies. Now, I would recommend getting a stop ready, because now gargoyles are going to spawn next to these little orbs when you go back to them, and it helps you a lot if you stop them. So like so, get over here, you stop, and we didn't catch the other one, but as you see, that's not a big deal. You can drop down here to save yourself, and basically start climbing around the other side. Now that we've dealt with 4 of them, there's only 2 more left. You want to try to avoid those gargoyles whenever possible. Make sure you keep your MP in check. I will 100% advise that you use an MP recovery item, like an ether or mega ether, in the event that things get really hairy for you, but if you've handled it well, I'm going to use a stop on that guy right there to make him not a nuisance. Get rid of this orb right here, and... oh, there's one more. Was I not paying attention? Oh man, okay, now I feel kind of stupid. I thought that was the last one. I must be missing something here. We got rid of the orb up there. Maybe it's one I... oh, it's down below. I'm surprised I forgot about it. It's somewhere around... yeah, it's down there. Oh, I don't even think I hit this one. This could be a bit of a problem, actually. I completely forgot that this orb was here. And this is why you want to make sure that you hit every single orb here, because then you'll get events like this where it's a lot more hectic. Let's use a stop. Oh no. Okay, there's a good chance I'm going to die here. Make sure you get that one that's down below. I completely forgot that that thing was even there, and that's really kind of a grave mistake when you have all these Heartless around you. Okay, not so good. How am I dodging these guys? I'm probably going to die. This is not good. Okay. Remember what I said about an MP healing item? Wouldn't hurt to have that. So let's just throw that, and we're going to pray that we can get rid of this thing really fast. Use fire, go, go, go. Spam, yes, okay, there we go. When in doubt, just spam fire. And that's Oogie's Manor. I handled that a bit sloppily, but there you go. Make sure you keep in order of where the orbs are. I made that dumb mistake, and I almost got killed for it. And with that, the manor falls apart, and look at this. It reveals the keyhole to Halloweentown, and this is probably the coolest animation in the game for sealing a keyhole. Charges up his keyblade, shoots at the moon, and it disperses all the way onto the ground right there. That is amazing. That is the coolest keyhole sealing of the game. And there we go, we've finished Halloweentown. And we obtained the power of the stars and level up gravity to Gravira.
Sally, why didn't I listen to you?
Don't feel bad, Jack. We'll come up with another plan for Halloween. Next time, we'll do it together.
Isn't that sweet? Even though he didn't listen to her, she's very forgiving of him. I guess we have no choice. We'll have to cancel the Harley. Aww, no, dude. Rip the Michael Jackson Thriller stuff. Here, I want you to have this. Oh, what is it? We obtained the Pumpkinhead Keyblade. Visit us anytime, Sora. Next year's Halloween will be the scariest ever. Emotion, memory, we put in all the necessary ingredients. What else do you need to make a heart? What is a heart, anyway? I can't figure it out. So yeah, there we go. That is, Halloweentown. And now, of course, if you haven't picked up the torn page, remember to do so now. Hi, Sora. Care to join me for a stroll? No, that's fine, dude. Don't worry about it. Jack is still talking about the Heartless Halloween. He still seems set on doing it. Hey man, let him have his dream. Just because it didn't work out this year doesn't mean he can't nail it next year. My artificial heart should have been a huge success, but it was a huge failure. I can't figure out what went wrong. Well, you have plenty of time to figure it out. Maybe I used the wrong ingredient for terror? I'll try a skull or an actual Heartless next time. Well then. A little bit morbid, but it fits the theme of Halloween. Perhaps I need to perfect terror first, and I think that's all he has to say. Yeah, okay. And, do you guys have anything else to say? The doctor still is research. Yeah, I can tell. Anything else, Sally? Jack's happiest when he's playing the festival, and when he's happy, I'm happy. Well, hope it works out between you two. We've had a bit of a disappointment with, you know, getting the Heartless to dance and all, but at least Oogie Boogie has been slain. But, oh no, Lock, Shock, and Barrel were in that house when it collapsed, though. They must have taken serious injury. They've probably died. How could they do that in such a light-hearted adventure game such as Kingdom Hearts? I thought that this was meant to be a game for everyone, and they're right here. What was I even trying to do with that? Halloweentown's quiet with Oogie Boogie gone, so we're gonna shake it up. Quiet is boring. Okay, have fun with that. I'm not doing anything bad, not now anyway. I'm keeping an eye on Lock and Barrel. Actually, I don't like pulling pranks, but I don't want to be left. Oh wow, that's interesting. Anything else? Well, I'm not going to go over every single thing. I'm just going to read their initial text box. You better keep an eye on those three rascals. They may pull a prank the second you look away. Oh no, they're still talking to each other. And now with all the epilogues ado, we are going to comb the... Oh, and I recommend switch out your party for Donald and Goofy if you haven't done so by now, because we're going to get a Trinity in a little while here. Because now we are going to comb the remains of Halloweentown. Now that everything has calmed down, we've sealed the keyhole, so no Heartless will spawn, meaning we can peacefully grab all the items we want in this place that we can currently get. You know, the same old stuff that we've been doing across all the other worlds that have allowed us to explore after the fact. This door right here, it is currently still shut tight, but if you leave the world and come back, now that you've sealed the keyhole, it will open. I'm not gonna worry about that right now, because if I leave the world and come back, the Heartless will spawn, and that'll make it just that more difficult to get everything else I want. And also, we have to come back here later in the game anyway, when we eventually learn the White Trinity. So, more on that later. Never get tired of saying that. So now we're back here at the bridge area of Halloweentown, and of course we have ourselves some chests that we shall pick up. So this first one over here, pretty easy. We'll just jump over to it, open this, and get yourself a Meteor G, another one of those lasers. That could actually come in handy. I might put that on instead of the other Comet G that we have, and get ourselves a Flare Gummy. That is actually an engine part, which will allow us to speed up our gummy ship even further. I almost had one of my dyslexic moments. And this last little chest is kind of tricky to get to. Get up like there. Ah, no, dude. Yeah, this jump can be really annoying at times. Yeah. You have a very small bit of hit detection with the slope right here that you can use to get up there. There we go. And inside this chest, we get ourselves a defense up, and that's all the chests that we can get in this part. But remember all those chests that were on the Manor? Well, now that it has officially collapsed, all the chests have rearranged themselves in a particular little ditch right here. You see this? This was, we could see it during this cutscene of sealing the keyhole, but now all the chests that you could have obtained on the Manor have resided down here. And if you recall just a little earlier in this episode, I mentioned about, the Dalmatians being in that one room now that the door is open after we defeated Lock, Shock, and Barrel, but I said defeating the enemies would be a hassle and we could get it later anyway. Well, this is that chest. If we open this chest right here, we can find ourselves our next set of Dalmatians. Puppies numbered 40, 41, and 42 have found their way home. So yeah, that's the reason why I didn't pick up the chest earlier, is because we could easily pick it up now, and it counts as the same thing. This chest contains Noricalcum, really nice. Goofy, stop walking into a wall. And inside here, we can get ourselves a Mega Ether, so pretty cool. I think I've only had to use 2 Ethers in this world, which is quite good, considering all the magic that I've had to use. And that will pretty much do it. That is basically everything in Halloweentown, except this little trinity right here, the one they moved into Final Mix because it was missable. And yes, because that little, the Manor had the Red Trinity in that part of the Manor, if you didn't get it now, it's lost forever because of good programming. So now, let us get our next Red Trinity right here. I believe this makes number 5 out of 6. And we won't be getting the last one until a little bit later on, but I believe that the Red Trinity is actually going to be the, yeah, Trinity Charge. Red Trinity is actually going to be the first set of Trinities we complete. Inside this chest, get yourself a Mythal Shard again for synthesis, which we will go into in much greater detail later on. And I did show off in the last episode how this little part loops back to the bridge, but I did not show off that if you go from this part of the bridge to this little part right here, it actually creates a shortcut back to the Guillotine Square. Which is perfect because we have now finished every single thing that we can do in this place up to this point. And just one little thing, I kind of hopped over this without really touching upon it too much when I got this little power-up that was right here. But there is a pumpkin right there, and there are actually some chests. Yeah, I can set the camera like that, but we have no way of reaching that at this moment in time. When we eventually do a revisit, we will in fact get those chests, but again, that is for another time. And we have done everything that we can do at this moment in Halloweentown, and let's get out of here. And that's pretty much gonna do it, guys. The keyhole to Halloweentown has now been sealed, like so, and now we have this little world that has opened up. Now that we have cleared at least 2 out of the 3 worlds in this part. If we haven't done Atlantica, that's fine, we'll do so a little later on. But once you've completed either Monstro, Halloweentown, just any 2 out of these 3 worlds that become available after Agrabah, it opens up this world, which we will be going to in the episode after the next episode, because on our first visit to Halloweentown in the first part when we got here, we got ourselves a torn page, and what we're going to do is go back to Traverstown and complete that torn page in the 3rd out of the 5th torn page, I don't know what I'm saying anymore, in the next episode, in episode 27. So guys, I've been Mistmaster1, thank you for watching. This has been episode 26 of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix HD Prod Level 1, and I will see you guys in Traverstown in the next episode. See you later.